Control statements. Control statement is required in Java as it allows the program to flow smooth. Everyone may be familiar with the word statement, which means the instruction given to the computer to perform specific operation. Coming to control statement, it determines whether the other statements will be executed or not. Control statement controls the flow of a program in Java. There are three categories present in Java. They are selection statements, iteration statements, jump statements. Selection statements can also be called as decision-making statements. This type of statements determines which statement to execute and when. Simple if else, nested if, and switch are the selection statements present in Java. If. In if statement, the code should be executed in specified condition. In this example program, we have given if statement and its condition. If A is less than B, then print the statement of A is smaller than B. If else statement. In this if else statement, if the condition is true, the if block is executed. Otherwise, else block is executed. In this example, we have given A value as 20 and if condition as A is greater than 10, as A value is greater than 10, it executes the statement inside the if condition, that is A is greater than 10. In case if we give A is 5, it executes else statement which is A is less than 10, as A is 5 which is less than 10. Nested if statement. Nested if statement also works same as if else. Nested if is an if present inside an if statement. Following program is the example of nested if. We are giving value for A, variable called A as 15. If A is greater than 10 and also divisible by 2, which gives us 0, it is an even and prints A is an even number and greater than 10. If divisible by 2 is not equal to 0, then it prints A is an odd number and greater than 10. If we change the value of A to lesser than the mentioned value in the condition, it fails the condition of first two statements of if and prints the value of else, that is A is less than 10. Switch. A switch statement in Java is used to execute a single statement from a group of statements or conditions. A switch statement is made to terminate the statement. We have given the switch statement and mentioned which statement to execute, that is 3. We given the statements of root using cases and breaks. The output of this program is grep as we given the fair value as 3 and it executes the third statement condition. Next category in control statements is iteration statements. Iteration statements can also be called as looping statements. In this type of statement, particular block of code will be executed repeatedly until a specified condition is met. For loop, while loop and do while loop are the types present in these iteration statements. For loop is to iterate and evaluates the code multiple times. We will give the condition with minimum and maximum value of a particular variable. The statement within for loop will be executed until its maximum value. Say for example here, I value is given between 0 and 10 and given the statement inside the for loop to print the value of I from 0 to less than or equal to 10. So it prints the value of I like this. While loop. While loop will check the condition that is written and executes the code if the condition met, that is true, and continues the specified condition until it turns out to be false. Here in the example, in while loop, given I value is less than or equal to 10 and initial value as 1. It prints the I value and I value will be increased to next value. Again it checks the condition that is less than or equal to 10 or not and prints the I value. When I value reaches to 10 and prints 10, it increases to 11 and again checks the condition. 11 is greater than 10, so it does not meet the while condition and loop will be terminated. Do while loop. Do while loop works similar to while loop but the main difference is in do while loop the condition evaluates after the execution of the loop body. So here is the example of do while loop. Third category is jump statements. Jump statements are also called as branching statements, which is used to jump from one statement to another by transferring the execution flow. Break and continue are the jump statements. Break is used to terminate a loop and terminate the flow of the program, whereas continue is used to jump to the next iteration of loop. It skips the statement. For example, to demonstrate break, we will take the program of switch. If here we remove break after the case statement, it executes the next statement even we gave to execute third statement. An example of continue is as follows. It skips all even numbers and prints only odd numbers, as we have given I divided by 2 equal to 0. That is, if I value is even, we have given that to continue to the next statement. So it skips the value of all even numbers and continues with odd numbers. That's all about this video, where we have discussed about control statements in Java, categories of statements and their types, along with brief explanation and sample programs written in Java.